Hey guys, Macroff Shooter 9x18. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite pistols, the Kel-Tec P17. Now that might seem a little weird for one of my favorite guns, and first let's go over what the Kel-Tec P17 is. It's a 22 LR semi-automatic pistol with almost fully ambidextrous controls, being the takedown, the magazine release, which is an H&K style, and the frame-mounted safety, which works like a 1911. It is primarily made out of plastic, and it's made right here in the United States of America, which is pretty darn cool considering the price tag is really good. Usually sub 200 range if you catch them on sale. That said, my personal story with the Kel-Tec P17 is kind of a two-parter. So when I first got this pistol about 3 years ago, I took it to the range and I ran a couple of boxes of ammo through it, and right off the bat, I really hated it because it's very, very ammo sensitive out of the box. It pretty much only runs CCI. Any other type of 22, it's pretty darn unreliable. Like, I'm talking not even making it through an entire magazine unreliable. The sights are pretty good. It's relatively accurate for what it is. You know, ranges of up to 25 yards, no further really. But just, it's not reliable with anything but CCI. All of that changed about a year or so ago when I bought my first suppressor, a Silencer Co. Sparrow, because the Kel-Tec P17 comes with a 1/2x28 thread adapter. Running this gun with a suppressor is what made it my favorite pistol, because for less than 200, you get a really reliable suppressor host. My running theory is that the incorporation of the suppressor increases the back pressure, allowing it to cycle more reliably with all types of ammo, not just CCI. And I don't really want to buy a Huxworks flow-through 22 suppressor to test that theory, but it makes sense to my head, so I'm just going to run with it, right? All of that said, with a suppressor, this thing has had zero issues. It's a fun, cheap plinker, and I think there's value in that. You know, there's this huge focus in the current gun scene to really kind of lean into the more tactical, self-defense oriented type pistols, and I think sometimes we forget that guns can just be fun. So all I really wanted to do with this video was just take a moment to point out a really affordable gun made in the United States that runs well, with a caveat. One notable problem I do see with it that I've had and that I've seen other people in forums talk about is the slide lock kind of doesn't work very well. Mine broke after about 1,000 rounds. Again, almost all my rounds through this have been suppressed because after the first range trip I didn't want to shoot it, and I didn't try it again until I got the suppressor 2 years later. So in that 1 year since getting the Silencer Co. Sparrow, I've probably put about 3,000 rounds through it, so I've definitely broken what will break, and in my case that was the slide lock, which is pretty common from what I can read online. But yeah, if you're looking for a really affordable suppressor host, this really can't be beat. I will say it's very good for teaching new people how to shoot because of the shape, the ergonomics of it's pretty comparable to other popular pistols. So for bringing new people to the range, maybe demystify the kind of performance of suppressors, it's really good for that. But yeah, I just wanted to take a brief period of time to kind of talk about a fun gun. You know, something that goes out every single time, not exaggerating here, every single time I go to the range or out in the desert to shoot in the trash with the boys, this gun comes with me. And that's because it's just a great gun for what it is. You know, if you look at it too harshly, you'll hate the damn thing. But if you look at it within the context of what it is, what it's capable of, and that it's just for fun, you might end up liking it. So take it for what it is. This is a bit of an unusual video for me. I do have some more scientific based videos coming soon. I've got a comparative analysis of a couple of rounds that I want to run, and those will be coming out of the woodworks. I do have a couple other guns I want to talk about. So if you like this kind of content, please let me know in the comments. If you hated this type of content, please let me know in the comments as well. Hopefully I got my microphone fixed. I think it's sounding a little better today, but otherwise, like and subscribe to see more, and I'll see you on the next one.